Hello, everyone. Welcome. My name is Adele Taylor with the Garden State Film Festival. And today you can see it is a full house. I am joined by co-creators, producers, actresses from the film Scratch This Series. First of all, thank you all so much for joining me. Laura, Jessica's both green and sure. We did that already, as well as Adam. It's a pleasure to have you guys. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
So can one of you just give us a little bit of summary background behind the film series and just kind of talk about what was your inspiration?
Yeah, so I can leave my sisters to talk a little bit more about the inspiration, but basically the series is about three self-centered sisters, three of us, whose inability to overcome their sibling rivalry results in intense and outrageous physical comedy. So Bridesmaids meets Three Stooges meets Always Sunny in Philadelphia. It's mayhem, and yet there's an underlying love and appreciation for each other. It doesn't come up very often, but it's a lot of fun.
It sounds like a lot of fun. And I know we were talking before and I was saying I'm always on team eldest. Sorry, the other two sisters. I feel like we always have to just take the brunt of things, but I definitely want to hear from both Jessicas. What was your experience like on this set? And just, I'm sure, having the best time laughing.
Absolutely. It was a great experience. Of course, the middle is never the favorite. So I guess I'll let that slide for today. But it was a great experience. We had so much fun. Laura and Jessica and I have all known each other for years. We are all Win Handman students and have worked in several capacities filming together. And this was a great excuse for us to get together and be able to work together. And we've just had a ball. It's been one of my most favorite parts ever to play. And playing off these two, it just comes so naturally. And I just really love smacking Laura.
True.
I love how you just admitted that. I do. It was great. Enjoyed it so much.
Yeah. You know, we were really lucky because we have such chemistry, having not realized we were funny people, but like together even funnier, and being able to work off each other in ways that I never thought would be so like. Comedy works with people who understand comedy, and these two ladies are hysterical. Like, they have given me so much to work with, and it's fun. That's the thing about it. Some projects aren't fun. This was such a fun project. It is a fun project. I love chasing after them. I love kicking them. In our series, you'll see how that works out. Comedy ensues. And yeah, and I think, you know, for me, I have a brother, so I've never had like sisters. And this was a great project to have really good friends become my sisters.
And right back at you, funny lady. That's the beauty, I think, and Adam has been an incredible support in the midst of all that, is that we drop into these characters very quickly.
That sounds like a ball of fun, and I'm jealous that I wasn't a part of it. Now, Adam,
next season.
Okay, I'm just putting my ring in the hat in case you guys want a fourth sister. I can be a cool cousin. Just saying. Yeah. But Adam, you are the instructor. You're unfortunately not a sister. What was that dynamic like to be a part of something so close?
It's really difficult because I wanted to be one of the girls. I did have a lot of fun teaching them to kick the shit out of each other. Can I say that?
I guess you can now. Which we go with.
And I'm actually on set right now, so I don't know if I'm missing a very important meeting, but to talk to you is more important than the show that I'm on right now.
Well, thank you so much for talking with us. I appreciate it. And hopefully we're not getting you into trouble. See, it's the oldest, always looking out.
I'm working with women. I'm always in trouble.
So I've got to ask, how many best ensemble comedies have you all won?
So far, I think we're Are we at 2, Laura, so far? We've just started our festival run.
Wow.
So out of the
And
2
we-
big festivals we've attended, we've won them both.
And we're nominated for a 3rd in another festival that's coming up in May.
Wow. First of all, congratulations. And second of all, I'm removing myself because I don't know if I'm that funny. I don't want to bring the award total down. I don't want that.
You would fit right in, I can tell already.
You always need a straight person, you know, that's the funniest part. So it's okay.
Everyone is funny.
Everyone can be funny. I love that. Do you guys all
Everyone
have,
has their own individual. Everyone has their own individual, unique funny.
true.
True.
That's so true. I feel like that needs to be
Especially-
shirt.
Especially if you have
All right.
a clowning coordinator as good as Adam, he can make anybody funny.
Yeah.
Oh, you
Our
guys
rehearsals were
such a
amazing.
great
They were
crew.
hysterical.
And then we got in the first episode of the season, Adam is our tennis pro, and I won't give it away, but things don't turn out so well for John.
Poor Jacques.
Yeah. He gets in way over his head.
Sisters.
I'm not dead yet.
I love the optimism. That's the most important thing. So do you all have I know it seems like you guys just had a blast on set, I'm sure, but do you have one moment in particular that was either super funny to you or just something? I already see Jessica Green laughing.
So many.
Do you just have one moment that really sticks out to you?
So many, like Jessica Sure said, but I'm not going to elaborate too much because it'll give a lot away, but I just have to say the underwater shots are
Oh.
pretty freaking
Yeah.
funny.
We had these underwater shots that were like one, and you can only do it once because we were in water. So we were really like, we hope this works. And being the actor, we didn't know until, you know, after you see the takes, you're like, thank goodness. As Jessica Green, the editor, was like, they worked.
I think there were some chase scenes that were pretty funny.
Oh
There
yeah.
were some chase
Oh,
scenes
yeah.
that were pretty funny too. And I
Yeah.
think my favorite shot, I won't give it away because it will give the plot away a little bit. But there's a shot of Jessica Sure as the youngest sister holding something of value that I want. And she's coming out of a doorway holding this thing. And I'm literally on her back. Coming out. That was, I think that was, and that was actually our martini shot. That was our last shot of the whole shoot. And we were still laughing. So that's a good sign.
Yeah, that was a great one. And there's the other one that I loved. Oh, when we were, God, there's so many. We were behind the house. We have a shot where we're running across, but it's kind of a callback to our first pilot where we had this kind of moment where all the sisters are running across a freeway and you see little arrows. So if anyone saw it, they would know, but it's this moment of the sisters running, like their little heads running behind hedges. It's just great. And they're wet. They're so wet. They're just covered, they're covered in water. It's just so fun.
Adam, what was your funniest moment? What did you think?
Oh, everything tennis.
Yeah, I love tennis.
Actually, I can't give away. See, I don't want to give it away. But
I know.
There's a moment where Adam, let's just say, has a free fall.
So Adam, I have a question. Are you actually good in tennis in real life or no, not at all?
Say that again. Sorry, I'm trying not to.
No, you're fine. Are you good in tennis? Like, do you like to do it in real life or no?
Oh, acting.
Acting, just all acting. That's fair. I completely understand that. Sometimes you just have to act it through.
I'm good enough.
You had some
Yes.
pretty good ad libs about forehands and backhands. I have a feeling you may have set foot on a court once or twice.
Yeah. Okay. Well, just in
Unlike
case
the three of us.
Serena Williams see this, I just wanted to know, That's so great. So I do have a question for you all. I know we have a lot of aspiring filmmakers, directors, actors, and actresses that watch our YouTube series. So shout out to that. Hello, everyone. But also for you all in particular, I think working in such a tight-knit group, it has a lot of dynamics. So for those that are aspiring to either be an actor, an actress, a director, and they have to work with a big group or a group very tightly, what's your best piece of advice for, staying calm on set and just getting through to that final finish line?
You want me to start?
Sure.
Sure, sure.
For me, I think it's exactly what we talked about earlier, is having a history, finding your team, finding the people you work well with who understand you. Jessica Green and I were just on a set this past weekend, and a lot of the same people were part of that production, and you begin to have a language with each other. And it's really special, and it gets just easier and easier, and you see that all the time on big film sets. Even though they're doing feature films, they bring the same people back over and over, and you get to know who are the people who whose vibrationally are aligned with you, and that's what you have to find, and go with your gut. If your gut is telling you there's something a little not right,
Don't do it.
listen to it,
Okay.
and then pick your people. Find your people, I should say. Find your people.
I love that piece of advice. Very, I'm sure, very important, working closely. You just, even as, siblings for us, I know we all have our own language. So I can only imagine working so closely with so many people on set. Definitely having your own language is helpful.
I would like
I'm sorry. I'm probably gonna have to mute again soon, but it's really important to know where the crafty is. That's also very important.
Yeah, that's true.
I would like to add, because you mentioned aspiring filmmakers, and as an editor, I've worked with a lot of first-time filmmakers. So I think this is pretty sage advice if you can hear it before it's an issue. Always set expectations before you begin the production.
Oh,
And put it in writing. Even though Laura and Jessica and I are so close and we work so well together, we still have a contract. And I think I've seen a lot of people learn that lesson the hard way. So if I could impart any wisdom to help you not fall down that rabbit hole, put it in writing.
another piece of great advice, because especially aspiring filmmakers or even just regular people, when you're going about a project, you normally gravitate to people that that you trust, but it's also normally your friends, and you want to make sure, to your point, that you're protecting both sides. So completely 100% agree with that.
Yeah, for sure. And I think we were really lucky. Like Laura and Jess are excellent with pre-production. Like those ladies can pre-pro what? We were really like blessed that Laura, like I remember one point I took out, I think it was some sort of snack, and it was labeled like pretzels. And I just appreciated it. Like the love that these ladies put in for pre-production. Even at one point, to make it special, we had ordered mugs. So everyone got to like, marker their mug with their name, because we're trying to like save mugs, not like just litter with paper. And I think that stuff is kind of ingrained, because I'm actually using that mug today. Like I just realized like that's my mug. But like it's that little things, that the little touches you do, and make sure to take care of your your cast and crew, because everyone's working really hard. And we made sure we had really good food. I think that's something that I hear on like sets, where people don't realize that like people remember that, give people water, give people coffee, like have really good food, because people are working for hours for nothing. And again, like pre-production is really important, and communication. I think we learned, everyone communicates in different styles. So that you might find on set, that's hard until you've worked together, but to be able to communicate with each other, because it's stressful. I mean, we were exhausted, and we were trying to be actors, producers, like babysitters sometimes. So it's a lot.
We packed a lot into those days, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Seems like you had a lot going on, not just the acting and just editing as well, and just making sure everything is running well. So kudos to you, for you guys, for you just having such a great foundation, it seems like, with each other, and really having that line of communication open. And so Laura, I know earlier you mentioned that you are all just starting out on your film festival journey. What made you enter the Garden State Film Festival, and what does it mean to have this film be accepted? Even though I can clearly see why, you guys are hilarious, but I'll let you say it in your own words.
Well, thank you. I have known about and admired the Garden State Film Festival for a long time, and I've known a lot of filmmakers who I admire who have screened there. So I can honestly say that it is a dream of mine to be screening there. And I know, oh my goodness, I know a lot of people who are coming. I have friends coming from the West Coast who are screening, and we're coming for quite a few days, all three of us, and other members of the cast and crew are coming and going throughout the weekend. So for me, it's a dream come true. I'm so excited to be coming.
Oh, I love that. It seems like it's a full circle moment for you.
Yeah.
Great. Well, we are so excited to have you. I know I'll be there. It's our 20th anniversary, so you guys are coming on a fantastic year. I know we have a lot of great things planned for that entire week, especially those 3 days, as well as the film screening itself. And so just wanted to let everyone know that they can catch your film Saturday, March 26th from 2:30 to 4:30 p.m. at Asbury Lanes. And it sounds like you all will be there.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
We will.
Yes, and.
Oh, I love Jessica was like, of course. What is that a question? Well, thank you all so much for joining me today, and I will see you on the 26th.
Thank you.
Thank
As long
you.
as the food is good.
Thank you.
Yeah, the food will be great. I promise, Adam. Food will be great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank